Hey guys, welcome back to another stream. Whether you're tuning in from Twitch or YouTube, either way, much appreciated. Yeah, we are back to Imola. I think we are going to stick with Imola today. I really do want to get a result, and a result for me in this race, no matter what split I'm in, will be top five. Would like to think I can go better than that, but these are tricky races, but fun. So yeah, do hang around, guys, and find out. Right. Let's get into a standard practice. We'll go into practice 2. Get the car set up and get going. Okay, for those of you who might watch the stream off live and heard me talking about uh, job prospects, yeah, I think the driving test went well, and I think the overview or interview in general went well as well. So I'll know within the next 2 weeks whether I'm moving on to the next stage. So fingers crossed. Okay, let's get this car set up the way we have been setting it up. I've been taking that down to A, not to 5. Dampers I've pretty much left alone. Same with this. I think I'm going to take the ride height down 1. Brake migration to 2. Oh, I really did want to set something else up on the settings before we do this regarding the brake gen. I think I'll do it tomorrow. I should have the time to see if that will actually work. Hey Craviator, how you doing, bud? Brakes, been using 52.3. Yeah, Craviator, I don't know how much you drive hypercars, but what do you reckon on these two? Because I've been leaving them pretty much as is, and I don't know whether I should maybe cover a little bit. What do you reckon? What do you know about these cars, if anything? Because I really don't know that much either. And the front and rear duct blanking, I'm not really too sure what to do. Anything with either. And if it don't blow up, try 50. Yeah, I guess you're right. You can only live and learn. I'll try it on 25. How's things with you, bud? I'm not. I'm not there yet, Willie. I think it went okay. Now, in fairness, it was an experience actually driving an automatic car because I've never driven one. Um, at one point, I did move my left foot back over, just cause reaction, you know, when you're braking, and I was thinking I was gonna clutch. Obviously, I'm not clutching at all, but like once I got my head around it, I was fine. No, whoa, whoa. How the fuck did I lose all traction there? I know I wasn't paying attention because I was laughing, but even still. You'll be in split one though, buddy. I'd love to be in the same split with you, but realistically, you're gonna be in split one. No, hell no. I'm gonna go back in, change these tires. No, I've only been in split two and split three at best, actually. I think yesterday even I ended up with fucking split four. I'm definitely okay at driving this car. I've just not been grabbing the results out of it that I should be. Now that I have an idea on how much fuel I need for this race, and where to set the ratios, I'm a lot more relaxed with what I'm actually doing when I'm out on the track. I do love this track, but it is a difficult track to pay attention to what I'm doing. Tips coming in, chat coming in. It's so difficult to keep up with everything. So the thing with this track is corners, as you know, come up so thick and fast that it's just better if I just drive in the race and acknowledge chat when I can. Because otherwise, like that, I'm making way too many mistakes. I do have to change, especially for this hypercar. It's not too bad on the other cars, but for this hypercar, I've definitely got to use some different switches to control that motor map. Because the one I'm using at the minute is way too finicky. Just causing me issues. And it's taking my eye off what I really need to be doing. I wanted to leave him room, but not that much room. The regen is the one aspect of this car that I'm really struggling to get my head around. So I'm constantly having to look after that regen. And see the way it flicks like that, I'm just trying to change the regen, and yeah, that's why I need to choose something else. I don't know whether the car behavior has changed because of that oil and radiator. Something different about the way the car is behaving. Have we got our normal settings on? Yeah, we do. Apart from this. I got no tape. Willie, what do you reckon on this duct blanking? Should I use it in this car or nay? I know you've driven hypercar a bit more than me. You haven't driven it in this update. Before the update, would you have used it? Try and balance it between the front and rear. I will just go with that. It's not much of a change, but twice since 1.3. So I do actually enjoy driving these hypers. Obviously they're a lot more technical than driving the P2s, P3s, the rest of those cars. Um, Not as much to think about in those cars at all. But yeah, this regen system adds an extra flavour, doesn't it? Very slippy. You've retired from LMP3, huh? Yeah, you know I love the LMP2s, but I do need to do a bit more of this hypercar driving as well. I don't do enough of it. On Spa, yeah. The LMP3 felt better around Spa in the wet than the P2 did around here. Mind you, it's wet on Spa, but it's not as wet as it gets in LMP2 for this track. Yeah, he's gone in the pits. Better get some sort of lap in here, guys. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's wet as fuck. You think Spa's wet? Wait till you try LMP2 on this track. Hey, Busy, how you doing? Yeah, supposed to be getting some practice in, but I'm not really getting much, to be honest. I do more talking than practice. Yeah, it's been a while, alright, bud. How are you keeping? Would have expected that motor map to be now that blue bar is starting to come down. Big wall banger from that guy. Yeah, I will. I'll read that now in a second, Fizzy. Something about a rig. Oh, you got a rig, yeah? What rig did you get? Oh, you got the Prime. Nice. Yeah, I'm only in the lowly ART, but it does the job. That's what's annoying me there, guys. That should have just flicked to where I wanted it to go, but that's why I keep making so many mistakes. Definitely need to sort that out. Oh, you got the Jimmy Broadbent one, did you? With the that mad colour. It's all right now. I'm not knocking the colour. It's just a bit mad. And that's the only colour it comes in, isn't it? Mint accents, yeah. Just getting that corner right. Have a look at how much time it really saves you. I will do as far as the second. When I'm actually putting my mind to this, guys, I'll be fine. But not doing it like that. Yeah, nice rig. They are a nice rig. I'd say it looks well all put together there, Fizzy. Got the casters as well, movement. From ease of movement. Not bad, yeah. I know they're not particularly cheap, those prime fucking rigs, but enjoy. Right, guys, once I'm doing quali here, I'm gonna do my best to ignore chat because on Sebring, a few other tracks, I can engage with the chat a little bit better. 800 £800, yeah, it's um. But on here, the corners really fly, thick and fast at you. So I'll engage with chat as much as I can. So I hope you'll be patient with me and just sit back and enjoy the ride, hopefully. Split 4. Okay. Seems I am expected 16th in this, am I? Yeah. You're split 5. Ah, sucks. Would have been nice to have somebody on the track that I know. Anything else I want to do here? Down by 1. Yeah, 40 on that. Alright, let's see if there's any of the fast boys out. Have a look at this guy. Was it just me? Was that a very weird attempt at going through that corner? This guy's gear shifts are all over the place, aren't they? Yeah, I know they're cold tires, but okay. I gotta admit, in my head I was breaking me bollocks laughing, Willie. Right now, kind of settle down to practice. Not gonna say too much. Hopefully, just get a half decent qualifying lap in here. Maybe leave that on 140 for now. I do have to do the ratios after quali. Okay, here we go. Best of luck, Fizzy, in your split, by the way. Try not to lock up these cold tires. Don't want to damage them too early on into this stint. Oh fuck, so I am, yeah. Here. I'm not going back in to change it, really. Oh, no, 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 no. Now I am. Now I am. Oh, why didn't I take some fuel out? Jesus Christ. Yeah, one tire in the bin. Do you know what? I haven't had to change tires anyway. So far, I've been pretty lucky on that respect. Tires wise. Put on new front right. It put on, did it? Fuck. Oh well, I just had to make do. Yeah, these tires are most definitely not biting at the minute. Little bit of heat coming up into them now. Oh, get off there. Come on. Thought I had it turned in there. Obviously I didn't. This lap is looking just a little bit more respectable. Just a little bit. Then I completely balled D1. I'm not getting anywhere near the 33 I hit yesterday. We'll get into it. In before the... What's that, Ryan? In before the W? Not getting you, bud. I'll be fucking doing well. I'd have to be completely gifted the race before that happens. Hey, Shanky. Yeah, I know. I'm still pretty slow on the pit entry. Granted, I really am. Right, so I'm gonna put 5% in. P14. I'm P16. Expected P15, I think. No, I'm actually in the position I'm expected. So we just have to wait and see how the race goes. Right, 100% fuel. Wait, it's 100% virtual energy I want. And oh yeah. The ratio's wrong, isn't it? And that's what I wanted. 65, isn't it?
Go to the grid for
Yeah.
a race start.
65 for now. How you doing, Zen? Yeah, gonna need it, Ryan. Gonna need it. Should my fuel not say more than 15.7? Oh, did I do the tires? No, I didn't. Oh man, I've only got these set of tires. What the fuck? Oh, that one. I don't have a new one for that right rear. Fuck. Anyway.
Formation lap
Ah,
has
for
started.
fuck's sake. Great start, guys. Great start. Starting from the pits. Fuck it anyway. This is not ideal. It's not the start I was looking for this race. I'm not expected to finish that high, so we'll just have to see how many big time crashes there are and everything else, what I can do from here.
Green flag, green flag.
One way of looking at it, Troll. Can I do what I can do from here, though? Okay, when am I going to get the green? Can I go? Come on. Don't have a green light. Come on. Now we do. Fucking hell. How long did it take for to decide that I could actually go? That's crazy. There's a hyper off already. Okay, one place ahead of where I was expected anyway, and I've done absolutely nothing so far. Okay, not an ideal start. You got a hyper just in front. Come on. Is he gonna block? Sorry, bud. Sorry. I'll give him back that position. Fuck. Come on, where is he? I have a puncture. If I'd noticed that, I would have went in.
154.90.
Am I gonna get given a wet now because... do you know what, I should have been more patient with that GT3. Thought he was going to leave me a little bit of room. And then by the time I figured he wasn't actually leaving that room, I was too late on the brake and took out that guy. Oh man. At least I could actually get the P2 back with a puncture a little bit better than this one. That's the end of that one. I'm not gonna fuck around anymore with that one. That was definitely on me. I should have actually waited up and been a bit more patient with the GT3. But I really did think he was gonna just stay over to the left. Yeah, my bad. Can we register for the next one even? Get some practice in. Not yet.
You got debated. You got
debated. You got debated. I'm definitely not giving that a go. 100%. That's too far away. That's gonna cross over into the next attempt at Imola. Hey Ryan, while you're there, have you given? No, you can't. And yeah, how many times have you ran this track with the Toyota before the update? Because I know you like this Toyota as well, but you also like the Porsche. I do want to try and get some sort of setup going for this car. Give myself Paul Ricard. Do you know what? If I could change the title of the stream midstream, I would attempt that, but I had my heart set on doing Imola today. I don't want to do Span the Wet either. Troll is saying it's a Paul Ricard is a parking lot, is it? Right, we're gonna go to race weekend. Hey Frankly, how you doing, bud? It's not because of the rain. It's because I've already titled what I've titled, and I really do like Imola anyway. Where are we? Where is Imola? There we go. Why is there no option for hypercar here? It's like Forza, is it? That's a good enough reason to keep away from Paul Ricard. Why is there no option to do hyper here? I don't get it. I'm in race weekend. I will try the other option in race weekend. See if we get hypercar option here. We should do. There we go. Yeah. You know me, Ryan. I'm a donkey. Advanced options. Right. So what preset should I actually put this on to sort of mirror Imola as best as possible? Saturated. Heavy, light, medium, saturated. We'll go heavy. That should be about right. Only gonna do this until the next event practice actually opens up. That's so disappointing. I made such a bad decision. The tyres caught me out at the start of the race. Starting from the pits obviously wasn't ideal either. Yeah, who knows how that race would have went if I hadn't have made such a complete mess of the whole process. Right, we'll go with that. As a track, I actually don't mind Paul Ricard too much. Um, I actually started to quite like it at one point on ACC, but yeah, I've not been back to it since on this game. What do you guys reckon on the roll bar? I think I tried it detached and I didn't like it when it was detached actually. Yeah, in that respect, I really do miss the sound of ACC. The inside sounds in the car are that's so good. Let's try that on 1.1. I'm gonna leave alone. Yeah, I think we'll give that a go for a few laps. Let's see if it's. Yeah, I think this is similar to what the actual event settings are. If not perfect, but similar. At least we have a little bit of heat in the tires coming out of the pits for this session. Actually, I don't know whether the grip level is actually a little bit too high or whether that's because we actually have grip coming out of the pits. I'm thinking the grip level's a little high, like, lads, compared to what you're actually getting in the race. Gotta try hitting those curves a little bit more and using them a bit more. See where the limit is. Wanted a trail off there, but I came off a little bit too quickly. 26 ambient, 30-degree track in race. Yeah, I did actually think the track temp was a bit off in this one. Can I change these settings from the garage? I can't. Sure I can't. I doubt there's an option for Imola just yet. Not again. Not yet. No. Oh wait, there it is. $29.7. Holy shit. And what are they doing that in? Peugeot, Alpine, a couple of Beamers. I've yet to try the BMW again, but I do like this Toyota, so I'm gonna stick with it. This one. I am hoping to hear something back from Dublin bus pretty soon, to be honest, guys. I think it went well today, so fingers crossed. Gonna join me practice? Nice one, Willie. What car are you gonna use? See, I'm on a B license, trial, which means like they had to take me out in a car. They're using the Toyota as well, um, because I don't have what's classed as a D license, which would allow me to drive one of the buses. So it was just basically a competency test out on the road, make sure your situational awareness and observations are fine. The real business begins if they like what they heard from me in the interview. Of course, I didn't crash. um, affects the spring stiffness of this suspension. This mostly leaves cars that to do with high downforce at high speeds. Oh, should I actually use this trial? It needs a slightly better fucking explanation than that, but oh, I passed the competency driving thing with flying colours. I know I did. You in, Willie? Are you in here? I'm waiting for you. But and just yeah, it was easy enough now. In fairness, like just keep your eyes on the road. Fucking use your mirrors properly. Make sure when you're pulling off that you're um looking to make sure there's no cyclists or motorbikes or whatever. Yeah, piece of piss. Just it was unusual because I've never actually driven a automatic before. And the one thing that really caught me out with the automatic was reverse. And it was right when we were back at the garage because I was expecting to still have to use the accelerator for the car to reverse. And I was laughing and joking with your man. I was going, look, I've never driven an automatic. I told you I wasn't lying, and because I had to ask him, I was going, how'd you get this thing into reverse? I know you switched that to reverse, but you just take your foot off the brake, and the car does the rest. And I was like, well, um, number two, Willie, number two. I know in principle it's like just using the clutch to reverse, but it's just not something I was used to. No, I'm just in the standard server practice two, Willie. Well, what one are you in? I'll join you in there. Oh, you found me. Right, okay. Cause Alfie's always giving out about I'm a rich guy because I'm in practice plus. Ah, there you are. Right, let us know when you want to go out on track. Yeah, it's a 1 hour session. Yeah, it'll be hot enough by the time. It's like when you pay for the subscription. Commander, you if you pay for the mid tier and race control GG plus, um, you get extended practice sessions, but you have to pay for it basically. Uh, I don't know what it is a month, but I just paid 48 £48 for the year. I like to pay for the year and that's it. Just don't think about it again until next time it pops up. Oh, you've got the yeah, that one's something like £85 a year or something like that. But I like to actually own the DLC as well, not just there's no point if I want to own these DLC. There's no point in me paying for the uh, the subscription, the top tier one, because as soon as you let that lapse, all your DLC stuff goes, or the whole game basically goes. So I sort of got a mix of owning a lot of the content while still getting some of the added benefits, or most of the added benefits. Stop talking in mid-turn. Alright, let's see if I can keep up with Willie, because I do know how much faster he is than me. Right. On Linux, how did that change everything for you, Shanky? I'm not that PC literate, to be honest. Whoa. Oh, I had it corrected and then I binned it. I had it corrected and I overcorrected again. A little bit too much. Oh, whoa, whoa, sorry. I was reading your. I was reading your chat. Sorry, Willie. Yeah, the cold tires are crazy. Yeah, they definitely are. Right, let's pay some attention to what we're doing. Sorry, Will. Yeah, it takes good 2 to 3 laps, Willie, before these tires really start to warm up. It really does take a few laps. So nice and slow, Willie. I know we don't have too much time left in this practice session. I think we'll go to practice plus after this. Yeah, Willie is not wrong. These cold tires are a absolute bitch. No, not really, no. Gotta be honest. It's just about extra content and extra services that you get more so, Willie. Like, there are 1 or 2 extra benefits, as in reporting and stuff like that, but it doesn't improve the overall base game that much. Tires are starting to come up a little bit now, but a bit too, like. Willie got a much better exit than me out there that time. Oh, a bit too late on the break there, but we saved it through there somehow. I'll get to reading that in a second, Commander. Oh, yeah. It's not fully supported, isn't it? Right, that's the end of that session. And Cassius. Right, let's, Willie, if you're still gonna go into practice, gonna pick practice 3. Where's my lawyer? Yeah, the cold tires are an absolute killer, aren't they? They really are. Like it's not easy on not easy to get these warmed up in quali without ruining them. So you really do have to take it a little bit slow. Uh, the first lap and a half, definitely. As you've found out, which I found out very quickly as well. What brake migration were you using, Willie? I'm gonna leave that open. What else was it I was thinking in setting up that car? Forgot to change it now on 2.5. No, I haven't actually tried it on 2.5. I'm gonna try it now. Right, we still got a ways to go for the next race to start. Hopefully, I do not absolutely make a complete mess of all of the starting processes for this next one. Um, it depends on who you ask. To be honest with you, frankly, I would love to know how to paint on this game and do it properly because uh, I do like to paint actually, but just the way it all operates on PC and stuff. Yeah, I'm really bad at how it works. Can't figure it out. Zenit done the paint job for this one, but I'm not offering him up as willing to do it. I'm just telling you that Zen did this paint job for me for no cost. But you can buy liveries. How much people charge for them, I don't know. Go. the illegal one. I'm guessing nearly everything you do is illegal, frankly. You can actually take quite a chunk of that, yeah. As long as you hit it right. You jaywalked. You wouldn't get away with that in America. You wouldn't give a fuck where you're from either. I see no wing. Is that just an optical illusion with that guy having no wing, or has he really got no wing? Okay, a bit slower than usual, but I was paying more attention to that guy's lack of wing last time around.
8.85.
You. Too busy looking at that car over there. I was definitely treading the eye of the needle with those two cars for that yellow. Yeah, Willie, what's the setup on your car? I am curious. I know you've watched what I've been using. Curious as to whether you set it up the same way or not. You're even on full fuel and going way quicker. Alright, let's see if we can at least hit a 33 on this next lap. Okay, that's a good line out of there. I really did try and leave him room, and I did actually leave him room, but he panicked. On for that 33 there as well. Didn't take that quite so well this time. Had to fight to keep that car in check through there. Got a huge frame spike there, guys. Got a huge one. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the garage. There is something I wanna do while I'm in here. Just while this is off camera, so just give me 1 second, guys. Any tips there, Willie? Are you still out on track? Let's have a look and see what Willie is doing. Yeah, Willie, tips for that car? Right, you are already in the 31s. Fucking hell. I've still yet to you increase the rake. Right, I'm gonna go into the garage. So what have you got? Rear wing anti-roll bar at 1 click lower on front anti-roll bar. So you've got 4 on. Starts at 6, but I have it at 5 already. Um, yeah, what that comes with 9, but I have it at 8, and that comes at 6, so I have it at 5, which is 1 click lower. 7.8 rear ride height. Okay. Anything else? Bike force 100%, yeah. Anything in the damper section, or did you do anything in there, Willie? And what you can handle, yeah. Did you do anything with the radiator cover, any of that stuff? Duct blanking, or did you just leave them as are? Nope, all default. Right, okay. Right, let's try this car out with a little bit slightly higher rake. See if I can handle it. So, Willie, that's what you've been using, yeah? 8 on the rear wing, 5 on the anti-roll bar. You left the dampers alone. Suspension, you increased to 7.8, yeah? Wheels and brakes, you had rear wing on 9, okay. You're gonna drop it, yeah, I'll try it on 9 for now, see how we get on with that. Wheels and brakes, 100%. What BB were you using? Default. Default, I think, is 51, but yeah. So 51.4. Right. Obviously, track temperature has dipped. It has to have, yeah. High grip. That guy not able to see that I was slowing down from. Oh, holy shit. I had a tire flying at my window there. How's that? Was that Willie spinning there? That was you, was it? I'm just glad I didn't hit you. What happened to you there, Willie? Just pushing too hard, yeah? Actually, do you know what? This car feels like it's handling these last two corners a lot better. A little bit slow coming out of there. You know what, guys? Before this race starts, I am actually going to restart the game because my frame rates at the minute are shockingly bad, and there's little to nothing going on in this race. So try try to attack that corner just a bit too much. How long have we got left for this next race to start? I'm not seeing the counter coming up yet. Um, we did register, didn't we? Gonna give this one more lap, guys, and then I'm gonna restart the game. Consistent laps, but not great. Alright, as I said, guys, I'm gonna restart the game because I'm really not happy with the frame rates I'm getting at the minute. So hopefully a restart on the game will sort that out. Right, let's do that now. Well, Shanky and Frankly are having quite the fucking chat. Good to see you in the chat, guys. Good to see. Mercy kill you. Right, game is on the way back. Oh, it's taking a while to show up. Refresh that browser. Okay, hopefully now we will have slightly better kneecap live for Puma. Holy shit. What practice was it we were in? Oh yeah, practice 3. You still in there, Willie? Yeah. Gotta say, I did like the changes you actually gave me, Willie. There was something just about how the car was handling. It was a little bit more predictable. I just need to push it harder now. That was on 9, he said. 5 on that. Suspension 7.8. Nothing there. 100% on the brakes. 2.5. Using 51.4 there. Right, yeah, that's pretty much it. Basically, frankly, like all these cars, like Ferrari, Peugeot, blah blah blah. No, it's not. As simply put, all the cars are different. It's a way of balance of performance, basically, is what it's about. Because um, some of these cars use more electrical power than other cars. Others use more engine and less electrical power. So, in order to balance out the differences between the cars, um, they introduce virtual energy, and you've got to keep that within a certain range for your pit stops and everything else. It just balances out what the cars can actually do, um, what their limits are, and tries to balance it out as much as possible. I know I'm not explaining it great, but you get the gist. It depends on the track stint. Like in this, I need the virtual energy at 100%, but I don't need the fuel. It you need to calculate how both of them work in conjunction with each other for your pit strategies and everything else. Because if you run out of virtual energy in WEC or ELMS in real life, you get penalised for it. So some cars will use more virtual energy than others at different rates, which is what the regen and motor map is all about as well. It's quite complicated at times, but I've not looked into it enough to explain it that well. But what happened? Because I was still floating around with tires, blah blah blah. I ended up starting from the pits. Then I got going. Second lap, I overtook one GT3 and was flashing the other guy right in front of him coming into the second left, the double left-hander leading back onto the main straight, and I wasn't. He started to squeeze me over a bit because I thought he was going to leave me a bit more space. He didn't, and by the time I realised he didn't, I was too late on the brakes and hit the hypercar in front of me. Ended up with a puncture, and yeah. Then I spun the car a few times and I just fucking quit. You got murdered in your race, Fizzy, yeah? You in the GT3 in your race, or were you in a hyper? What were you driving? Yeah, finished, but you ended up 5 laps down. You're in the hyper as well. What hyper did you choose? They're a bitch coming out of the pits on cold tyres, aren't they? Absolutely no grip out of the fuckers. Yeah, I've actually no jokers left. You're in the Porsche. I do like the Porsche, but I do prefer the Toyota. Just slightly. I do prefer the Toyota. I haven't tried the BMW for a while. Alright, yeah. Willie is hitting 31 fives. Yeah, I got a puncture after hitting that guy. The punctures are horrendous on this game now. No getting away with still being able to drive the car. By no means are my lap times any good at the minute, Fizzy, either. What are you running? What's your best? On the board, my best is 33.9. Hey, Damo, how you doing, bud? You just lost silver, Dio. Sucks. The hardest part for me, I'm sure it's probably similar for you, Fizzy, is just getting used to keeping an eye on this motor map and regen and yeah, not too bad, Damo. I think I got on pretty well with my driving competency test today. Well, I know I passed it. I was told I passed it. So now it's just wait back and see if I make it onto the next stage after the interview that I had today. So don't know how these guys are running 29s around here and these things. I really don't. But hats off to them. Come on, I need some sort of a fucking lap in here. How did I manage to control her through there with that lockup? I have not been out of that corner in a bit. Right, I'm going to take a break from this for now and just wait for the next race to start. Look at these times. 29.6. Holy shit. No. Pascal, I recognize his name. Who else do we recognize in here? I really did think I'd be seeing Jardier's name in here somewhere. No, really haven't. He mustn't be racing these at the minute. I'm guessing nothing other than a 30 would actually do for the top 100. Yeah, as suspected. Alright guys, I'm just gonna stand up and do a little bit of a stretch while we're waiting on this next one to kick off. This time out, I intend to stay in the race. Oh. Yeah, as I was saying, guys, I just need to stand up for a little bit. Right. Right, place your bets, guys, as to how badly I'm gonna do in this one. Don't worry, guys, I'm still here. I'm just you put the setup 31.2 in Discord. Crap, I haven't got time to download it and try and put it on now, get some practice into it, really. But I definitely will grab it. 100%. Cheers, buddy. I did like did you change the setup a little bit more than you already gave me? Um, I'm not gonna fiddle with it now, but I did like how this was actually feeling better than the way it was. Yeah, you changed it more. Yeah, that's pretty much everything, isn't it? Virtual energy went all the way 65 on that. Right, I really, 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 really need to knuckle down for this one, guys. Gotta make sure. Hey up, hey up, Shanky. Gotta make sure that I do not mess up qualifying, and I do not start from the pits this time when I didn't want to. I'd rather I'd rather take me chances. Yes, I know. I know. I should stop looking at the chat. I know. Um, I'd rather take me chances on the actual race start than start from the pits like that again. Gonna try. I have a little bit too much energy in or fuel in for this. What's everybody else going out on? 30 will do. That's the problem. Do you know what? It probably an idea to turn on crew chief for this particular race. Um, because of the way the track is designed and the information that flows at you. I haven't used it in quite a while, but I think ideally for this track it would be useful. Man, these tires are still so cold. Told you they were cold. Only to air, I still didn't expect the car to snap quite as much as it did there. Yeah, it sort of is, isn't it, Troll? And the front right has definitely paid a little bit of a price for it too. Come on. I think that's the fastest lap I've actually put in around here. No! Ay, 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 ay. Lamaze is in here. He's top of the board. Or at least he's one of the guys top of the board. What fucking split am I in? How is he in split 4? Holy shit. What's a Wacom tablet? Virtual energy up to Linux. Uh, Powertrain. Right, 65 on fuel. That fuel ratio was right, isn't it? Change that. I think I want 74 before the pit stop. I want 65. That's what it is. Just to be a little bit on the safe side. Especially if he's going to be running 29s around here. Holy shit.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Uh, Where did quality 10th? Right, at least this time out, guys, we're gonna get a fucking race start. No matter which way it goes, we're actually getting a race start.
Formation lap has started.
Alright, guys, we are almost off.
Green flag.
Green, green. Couple of guys trying to kill each other already. Am I gonna get through here safely? Just about. I am so glad I did not try and push through that yellow, and I shouldn't have opened my mouth. What's that, Willie? I'll be off DW. DW. Oh, don't worry. I am fully expecting the guy behind me to catch me. I'm guessing he is capable of a lot better times. Guy in front of me right now is clearly a lot quicker, but he definitely took advantage of that car in front of me and my positioning of my own car. So fair play, fair enough.
Lap 1:35.88.
Is he gonna get a run on me? Probably.
Lap 1:33.97.
Oh, could have done without that lock up there. I did know this guy is quicker than me, and he's starting to prove it now.
Lap time today 1:34.93.
You have to wait until we get out of here, get by this GT3. Come on. Isn't it amazing how instantly cautious I become when I see a yellow flag? Bit too cautious sometimes. Okay, here comes the traffic. So far, so good, guys. Navigating my way through the traffic. Thanking you, buddy. Thanking you. Don't know what that GT3 back there was thinking just there. No, 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 no. Damn it. Fuck. One plate back. Come on. Get that guy a really wide berth. PB on track, guys. PB on track. Now it's still nowhere near 29, but it probably never will be. Very rare I take that in second, but yeah. Oh. Baroden must have damage. We're back to where we were. Spinner, spinner, chicken dinner. not catch that grass again like that. Thinking you, I was not expecting him to just let me go, but he did. I was prepared to be patient through there with him. I have absolutely no hope in catching the guys in front, but that's okay. We're in a relatively okay position for now. Hey, we're actually opening up the gap back to Wallner, which I was not actually expecting. Got a little bit too cocky for that corner. Almost binned it. Hopefully not, Frankie. Hopefully not. No 420s, no 360s, no 720s. I don't know why I dumped her into fourth there again that time, but we did. No, I'm not even sweating, bud. I really haven't. Surprisingly. There are days when I would be sweating, yeah, but it's not that warm here today. It's not cold, but it's not that warm either, so I'm pretty chill at the minute. Really don't know why that guy is complaining. It's not like I 100% cut him off. That is, if he was complaining about that. Only when it's used badly and way too much. Do you know what? My tyres for a change in this race are flashing Stewart. Are relatively, no, actually not relatively, really good at this point of the race. Catch him on the way down the hill here. Thank you. I'm gonna give this guy as much room as possible. I wasn't sure whether he'd still try and tuck it in there. .4 seconds gap to the guy behind. Gonna just tuck in here. Not the fastest the laps guys, but they don't need to be at this point. Not that I'm giving up in any way, but those guys in front are just way too quick for my pace, so I've been doing the calculations, not a hope. So nice, steady, consistent pace for the rest of this race. And hopefully we will finish here. I am not risking it for a biscuit with this GT3 at T1. Okay, 4 laps left, 3 laps left basically until we need to come in. First time I really messed up that sector there in a little bit. What lap are we on at the minute? 22. I'll leave trying to fiddle with that again for the long straight bucket. Just a leader. Whoops. I'm gonna have to take a track limit there. Got away with it. That should be it. I don't care if I spend a little bit of extra time in the pit, as long as we have enough to get to the end. Thank you, buddy. Hey, Bren, how you doing, bud? Do a barrel roll. Oh, she went light there on the front through there that time. Alright, let's 100% not bin it before we even get into the pits. Come on. Come on. We're doing okay, guys. We're doing okay. Yeah, put a bit too much in fuel-wise, but still good to go.
Lap 2, 24.19.
We get jumped in the pits. I think we did, but will we get that place back? That guy that's now ahead of us gonna have to pit. I hope so. Two guys in the pits. One is the leader, and one is the guy that I think jumped me. So we are gonna end up back in sixth, Chip. Right, come on. Again, I do know the guy in fifth place is too quick for me, actually. So I really do not have much hope of catching him, I don't think. Another ever so marginal PB. I don't think he's damaged the car too badly. Well, not from what I can see at the minute. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, we're more than good to go for the end of this race, aren't we? Yeah. Oh, letting her coast a little bit too fucking handy there. That could have been another spin through there so easily. Ah, come on, come on, come on, come on. I know you're disappointed I haven't spun it yet, Bren. I really do. Hoping he was not going to snap coming off that. Very easy to lose the rear end coming off that curb there. We've got another one of the leaders coming through.
That time was a 1:35.46.
I think I've got such a sizable gap back to 7th. Even if I do spin it, Bren, I should still finish here. Well, that's true as well, yeah. It'd have to be a pretty nasty spin, wouldn't it? Seven more laps to go to not bin it and spin it. He looks like he is really struggling with that car, so a bit cautious. Just got on the gas just a tad too early there. There's not a lot happening in this race at the minute, guys. Like, I really am stuck in no man's land, but look on the plus side, guys. How often do you see me go this many laps without fucking it up? Man, fucking ass is killing me, guys. That is 100% my PB. Yeah, don't be a dickhead, hypercar behind us. Can you not see how many fucking GT3s I have in front of me? You absolute asswipe. Right, one more lap, 1.5 laps to go. We'll see this out now. Yeah, I know, I know. I normally gibber when I say something, don't I? Last lap, boys, from the looks of it. Last lap.
Lap time or they got 34.3
Hey, what? How you doing, buddy? Sorry, board, yeah. Like I said, though, this track is so hard to drive, talk, and read chat at the same time. It's almost impossible, bud. My apologies. Well, you can drive it, but if you want to continually fuck up, keep talking. Because it's so easy to screw up these turns. Now I have such a gap on the guy behind. No point in doing anything other than slowing down for this guy. Get in. Get in. At least I had a race this time. My one and only race today. We will take 6th place. I don't know, guys. I thought that was a good drive from me. You can see I'm definitely getting a little bit better with the hypercar. I'm starting to push it a little bit. The laps were becoming a little bit more consistent. By no means a 29, but I rather would have taken that 6th place in that race. And actually continue to push the car unnecessarily at times. But you know what? Really, really happy with that result, guys. I really am. Um, I would love to say that I'm gonna do another one on here right now, but I'm not. Um, I had that interview today and that competency test, and do you know what, guys? I feel beat. I think the stress of the whole week, because I had a lot to go through this week between work and the pressure I was under to get certain things done for this interview. And now that it's done, I feel absolutely fucking knackered. Yeah, as I said, I am happy with that result. I've applied for Dublin Bus Buddy. Um, I had an interview today and a driving competency test, which, you know, I flew through the fucking competency test anyway. Still only low. Um, where was I expected to finish? Expected to finish 15th. I finished 6th, and I get low DR rank for that. But yeah, like, by no means is this process finished. Dublin bus. like double deckers. Oh, I've had platinum safety for I don't know how long. Even on my other account, Shanky. Um, I set up an alt account just to see how long it would actually take and how many races it would take to get back to platinum. Now it's at platinum 1, it's not a platinum 3. But I think it took me, and I was driving. I wasn't being ultra cautious. I wasn't starting from the pits. I was starting every race, and actually driving. Took 80, 84, 85 races, something like that, and I was back to P1. That's where, like, there were plenty of trails and spills along the way, but did I notice the lobbies changing in behaviour? That was pretty much the same. You had good lobbies, shit lobbies, which you can actually have. Like, one split one race can be absolutely brilliant, and the next 6 will be shit because ego, um, ego gets in the way. You can have 2 or 3 good races in split one sometimes, and then it all goes to absolute crap, depending on who's in there. So, but yeah, right, guys. Unfortunately, I made a complete hit of race 1 because it wasn't even a race. We had to wait around for that last race. But I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I did drive pretty okay, I guess. Oh hell yeah. Um, I'll tell you what the biggest difference is, and I'm not actually looking for this job just for the money. Um, I do know I'll be going back to the sort of like shift work, but it's a 5 week cycle. So, but I sort of know I'm gonna know where I stand from week to week. It's a 5 day week, whereas my job I have to do every second Saturday. Um, and I never know what hours I'm gonna be doing in my job. Like, some days I could be doing a fucking 12, 13 hour day. Other days, maybe 7.5 is an early day. Um, but I could have one early day like that, and then the rest of the week might be 10 and 11 hour shifts. Um, when it's that busy, it's just so annoying. There's no stability to it. There's no benefits. Um, no overtime. Just fuck all. How you doing, Alfie? Do you know what? I was gonna DM you to see where the fuck you've been, buddy. Um, but right. I do actually. I do 100% believe. I can get into the 32s now. Uh, yeah. I know that feeling. Yeah. Hopefully, I'll know within the next 2 weeks if I'm on to the next stage, which is sort of um theory tests and medicals and all this stuff, and then they go hunting for real references and stuff. So fingers crossed. Now it'll still take a while, um, but stream wise, obviously, if I have to go chasing stuff for this job, um, I'm gonna have to waylay the stream, and because I do want this job, so yeah, that's the update on that. Um, oh, uh, no. Well, they might say it's me in the medical, but like, I've seen bus drivers hanging around, fucking smoking, vaping, fucking everything else. Um, I don't think they've gotten to that stage yet over here, Alfie. To be honest, um, like obviously I won't be able to smoke on the bus, like the way I can smoke in my van, which is actually illegal, believe it or not, but everybody does it anyway. But not on a public service like that. I wouldn't be able to. I'd have to be off and away from the bus, which I've seen with bus drivers anyway. So, um, yeah. Listen, guys. I'm not even up for doing a daily race at the minute. I really amn't. I'm exhausted. Um, so I'm gonna leave it here for tonight. But I hope you will join in again tomorrow. I will be back at Imola. I'm gonna try get the stream started as early as I can tomorrow. But again, shit to do in the morning. Depends what time I get that done. But yeah, that was a good race, and I enjoyed it. So I hope you two did. You all did as well. Right. On that note, guys, I am gonna bounce as usual. From me, it is Shlán. Let's grab Margaret and catch you guys on the next one. Uh, Good to have yous, and I hope to see yous again tomorrow. Right, film out. Shlán. Willie, if you're still there, I'll definitely grab I'll grab that setup that you sent me. So yeah, nice one, buddy. Um, Talk to you tomorrow. Good night.